Hello, welcome back to the workbench. I have a pinion puller on the workbench today. This is a cheapy one from the Amazons. I have not opened it yet. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to give it a try because I need to get the pinion off of this motor because I need to. One of the things with motors is you just don't want to yank the pinion out or pry the pinion off, because what will happen is you will pull this entire metal shaft, or whatever the heck it's called, right out of the motor, because it's pressed into the motor part as well, into the aperture and all that stuff. So the same pressing that's done to put on the pinion is the same pressing that's done to put this shaft all the way through. So if you use a screwdriver or what have you, you're going to end up ruining your motor. So let's use the pinion puller to pull that off. To put the pinion back on, what you do is you check to see how far the shaft is here. Motor shaft right here. If that's sticking out further than this back piece, then you can use a press to press this pinion onto the shaft. If it isn't, then you're going to have to find a way to support that shaft when you press the pinion on. All right, let's get started assembling one of these fancy, cheap pinion pullers from Amazon. So I bought a 2-pack because it's almost as expensive as a single one. So why buy a single one? You can buy two, right? You give one to a friend. So there's one of them over here. This is the other one. There's all the parts. There's all the little things you press in to get your pinion out. There is the part that presses against it. So in looking at the way this is assembled, it goes like so, and then these all come out, and this grub screw probably goes in to hold this piece, is what I am thinking. It's a grub screw or a set screw, whatever you want to call it. They just like to roll all over the place. This part slides in there, so this should fit inside of here, which it does. See that? Fits in there just fine. So that's going to go here like that. That's going to go like that. This is another piece that goes on the end. So these pieces, these are the little plungery things. And these, you want to find the one that is the same diameter as or smaller than what you're pushing against. So that one is the same diameter or smaller. So that's the one we're going to use. That one's going to go in there. What about this one? Oh, this one. Ooh, this one's cool because this one has a flat milled into it. That's for when you have a grub screw on your pinion and you undo that and it still won't come out. You can use this to push it out. Yeah. So there we go. All right, let's get this thing assembled. So I'm going to screw this part in. And that's adjustable. You can make it however long you need it to be. This, let's see, the grub screw is going to go in there. That looks to be a 1.5 millimeter, I would guess. Yes, that's a 1.5 mil. And I probably want to put some Loctite on that. Put a little Loctite on there. And we'll get that started in there. I'll get this in there. Now this thing can come out. It does have some Allen keys on the end. I don't think I would ever use that for anything. But you can if you want. I don't know why you'd want to, but you can. Get that pushed in so that it won't come out and it won't twist. Yes, very good. Now we will tighten you up all the way. Like so. We'll use our handy dandy rag to wipe off the excess. Alright, that's in there nice. This screws into this. And now we have a pinion puller assembled. All we need to do is stick this part in like a Sue, and then we can get this to work. So we put the motor in. So you will want to make sure that on both sides you can see the shaft before you start the operation. So now we'll just crank her down. Trying to do this so that you can see it in action. There we go. That is how you remove a pinion, safely from a TRX 4M. There's the pinion. Your pinion might be plastic or it may be metal, depending on where it's been. But regardless, that's how you do it. And to push it on, you'll use a press to push it on. Here is a link to the press that I have down below. So there you go. That is the pinion puller. It worked. It did its job. I put a little bit of force on there. It still looks good. One of the questions I have is this thing metal or aluminum? Well, that part's metal. That's metal. But that's either stainless or aluminum. Don't know. It doesn't look aluminum to me. It might be stainless. But there you go. That is the cheap pinion puller from the Amazons.